At exactly 400 hours UTC, everything was flawless. Maersk Line was operating like a Swiss watch. A 20,000 TEU ultra-large container vessel was gliding through waypoints calculated months in advance. Bills of lading were clean. AIS signals were stable. Fuel consumption curves matched forecasts perfectly. 180 tons of heavy fuel oil per day, at $620 per ton. The Bab-el-Mandeb Strait, the Gate of Tears, was just a coordinate. 12% of global trade passed through it, but to the algorithm, it was nothing more than a rounding error. Inside the operations control center, the air was filled with coffee and recycled confidence. Screens displayed second-by-second ETAs for Rotterdam, Felixstowe, and Hamburg. Just-in-time factories across Europe had synchronized their shifts to these timestamps. Then the first anomaly arrived. At 6:37 UTC, a vessel 40 nautical miles ahead went dark on AIS. This was not unusual. Pirates did this, storms did this. But then a transmission leaked into open sea radio channels. Static filled, rushed, untranslated. Operations flagged it yellow, not red, not yet. At 9:12 UTC, the radar screen turned red. Satellite imagery from a commercial provider, grainy but undeniable, showed a surface-to-surface missile signature rising northward from the Yemeni coast. It didn't hit a ship. It didn't need to. Insurance reinsurers reacted faster than governments. At 10:03 UTC, war risk premiums for Red Sea transit jumped 300%. A single passage now carried an additional $500,000 insurance cost. If coverage was available at all, fuel prices spiked. Low sulfur bunker fuel surged to $800 per ton. Demand forecasts were rewritten from scratch. For 6 hours, Maersk's control tower debated a single question: probability or certainty? AIS data showed ships hesitating at the southern entrance of the Red Sea, circling like aircraft running low on fuel. The smell of burning heavy fuel oil filled engine rooms as captains waited for orders that would not arrive fast enough. Then the whistleblower email arrived, an internal risk memo, time-stamped 0148 UTC, had already modeled this scenario. Conclusion: one successful strike would shut the corridor for months. The document had been buried. At exactly 14:02 UTC, the Maersk captain stood on the bridge. Below him, groaning steel vibrated under engines holding steady RPM. Above, the horizon shimmered with heat. The route ahead was short, efficient, exposed. The alternative route, sailing around southern Africa, was madness. Plus 3,500 nautical miles, plus 7 to 10 days, plus $1 million in fuel. Auto parts, pharmaceuticals, and electronics would miss their port windows. Factories would stall. Shelves would thin. But the radar told a different story. A second missile launch, confirmed by satellite infrared. Direction uncertain, intent undeniable. Standard protocol dictated proceeding under naval escort. The captain knew better. Escorts could not stop randomness. Protocol was broken. At 14:11 UTC, the order was logged. Alter course 210 degrees. Destination, Cape of Good Hope. AIs confirmed it within minutes. One ship turned, then another, then across alliances. 500 ships recalculated simultaneously. Global trade began to bend. The consequences were immediate. Within 24 hours, Asia-Europe spot container rates jumped 40%. Within 72 hours, European automotive plants announced temporary shutdowns because of a single golden screw stranded somewhere off the coast of West Africa. Container terminals echoed with emptiness. Cranes in Rotterdam, at 14:02 local time, stood idle, waiting for ships that were now an entire continent away. Panic spread quietly across trading floors. Analysts recalculated inflation models. Coffee futures climbed. Electronics retailers ended promotions. The physical world reacted last. Supermarket shelves didn't empty overnight. They thinned. Choices disappeared. Substitutes replaced staples. Consumers felt confusion before fear. Meanwhile at sea, engines screamed. Engine room temperatures reached 50 degrees Celsius. Fuel gauges dropped faster than any model had predicted. The smell of oil was constant and unforgiving. For 6 days, the Cape of Good Hope route became the new route, and maintaining the illusion of continuity cost $1 million per ship. 4 weeks later, the outcome was certain. Maersk alone absorbed hundreds of millions of dollars in extra fuel, crew hours, and delay penalties. Global trade paid more, silently, through inflation. New routes stabilized, convoys normalized. The Red Sea was open on paper, radioactive in practice. The captain's decision didn't save money. It saved certainty. Because a missile strike would have cost more than fuel. It would have shattered trust, the invisible currency of logistics. Global trade is a glass cannon, efficient, powerful, but a single crack shatters everything. What happens when just-in-time meets once-in-a-lifetime risk? What is the true cost of the shortest route on Earth? If you want to understand how the world really works, don't just watch. Like and subscribe to Path of Logistics. We track the cargo others ignore.